Alright, I guess it's 2 for Tuesdays here at Mike's RC World. So while we're on the Clodbuster kick, if you watched the last video, you're able to check out Jim's Show Dog's Clodbuster that I obtained. But I wanted to show you guys this Clodbuster that I've recently put together. I've been working on a bunch of Clodbusters. I've been kind of squirreling away parts for the last probably 10 years, no exaggeration. And I've had a bunch of builds in mind, and this particular Clodbuster here was one of them, and I finally got it to a point where I feel like it's something I could show you guys. It's not 100% done yet, but it is pretty close, and yeah, so let's talk about this thing for a second here. So this is what I would actually consider to be more of a simple build. It could be because it's basically based on a stock Clodbuster for the most part. So it does feature an original custom chrome parts chassis and axle setup. That came from my friend Brian Martonic, Space Coast Customs, or some of you may remember him as the Paint Factory if you've been around for quite some time. Brian's a fantastic airbrush artist, and he has quite the Clodbuster collection. And when he was parting with this as a slider, I was able to scoop it from him. I then topped the truck off with a UltraHive Blackfoot body. Lou does fantastic work, and it's a old school theme. It's this really rad purple color, and I've dubbed this truck the Rated R Clodbuster. And when I bring you up close and personal to see the paint work on it, you'll understand once you see the hood. But we'll save that for when we get to that point. Couple other things to note on this truck here is it does have Chatham CNC aluminum machined ladder bars. It has a aluminum anti-rotation brackets, which are pretty much standard on any stock Clodbuster build, because if you've had a stock Clodbuster, surely you know how the stock anti-rotation brackets love to just snap off probably within your first battery pack. The rear steer has been locked out, and on the front for steering duties, it has a Minsu front bumper. I do not have a servo in it yet. I'm actually looking for one of those clear servos from back in the day. I would like to add that to this to keep it period correct. It has an APM aluminum roll bar, topped with ram lights, APM front bumper that I polished out nicely. It then also has some really nice Rouge Elements aluminum wheels on it as well, which I had purchased 3 sets of his wheels, and finally just getting around to start putting them on some trucks that I was trying to save them for the right type of builds. And I think the yellowish gold anodizing goes really well with the yellow and orange that's in this body. It also has Hot Body's purple anodized shocks, which were something I've had for years. They're threadless, and I did internal springs inside them, so this way it doesn't mar up the anodizing. Not that I plan to really run this one very much, if at all. Yes, it is a Shove Queen. Sorry, haters, but lots of rare parts. These things happen. So, yeah, this is a pretty simple build. It's really nice, though. Let me bring you guys up close and personal with it so you can see the paint and some of the other nice goodies that are on it. And this is one of many Clodbusters that I've been working on for the past couple of weeks or months now, while the GTR is in the body shop. Once that's back, it's going to kind of be full steam ahead on that. But in the meantime, it's Clodbusters and prepping for USTE, which is quickly approaching. So, yeah, let's get up close. I'll show you what's good, and we'll go from there. Alright, so like I said, I've kind of dubbed this one the Rated R Clodbuster. And that's purely based off of the mural that's on the hood there that Lou did. Hopefully that's YouTube safe. But yeah, the paintwork on this truck is absolutely fantastic. It nails down all of the 80s and 90s vibes. You got your palm trees. You got some splatter in there, and the purple transitions from like a lighter to dark, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. It really is. This is one of a couple of bodies that he did. And I had actually pretty much bought every single one of them that he had painted when he was doing these. So I actually have a couple more to build up. Whether they go on Clodbusters or Blackfoots, that's yet to be decided, but we will see. Up close, you've got these Rouge Element wheels. These things are really, really nice. Like I said, the anodizing, I feel like the gold yellowish anodizing goes well with the gold and yellow in the body. You've got the vintage Hot Bodies shocks that are perfect for this, being in that anodized purple. The APM tube front bumper, hard to come by these days. The Minsu front bumper. And then you obviously have the APM roll bar and ram lights. Certainly no stock Clod build would be complete without some Chatham CNC aluminum ladder bars and aluminum anti-rotation brackets. You may notice I am missing the battery doors. That came that way from Brian. So I'm going to have to try to source some chrome ones. But more than likely, those are going to be very hard to come by. I'm probably going to have to send some out to just get done, because I really don't foresee myself finding originals. And if I did, they'd probably be pretty costly. And anyone that knows the original CCP stuff didn't always have the greatest of great, chroming jobs. So probably just better off getting some new ones done. There is a chrome plating guy that kind of has been doing work within the RC community, so we'll probably reach out to him and get some of the battery doors for it, or who knows, maybe I'll get some stock ones, lay like a silver base and do like a like a purple metallic paint or something like that. We'll see. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's almost done. I felt like it was close enough to kind of show you guys where it's at. It does still need some motors. I'm maybe going to try to find something with some purple aluminum end bells or something fancy like that to kind of go along with it. So we'll see. But for right now, this is where we're at. This is one of many Clod builds. I'm going to toss some pictures up now as I'm wrapping this up. And this way you guys can kind of see some of the other trucks that I'm working on. And if you want, leave in the comments below what you'd maybe like to see next. And we could talk about those, or one of those, or, well, hopefully multiple of them at some point. But yeah. All right, well, that's it. If I don't talk to you guys beforehand, everyone have a safe and happy holidays, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks.